The latest entry in the Daredevil history of Niagara Falls features the Zero Gravity Circus and the second annual Summer of Thrills on Victoria Avenue. Hans and Natalia Winn, brother and sister act from Florida, are thrilling crowds with motorcycle stunts atop the high wire, climbing the sway poles, and the death-defying Wheel of Fate.
I'm 8th generation in Daredevil stunt performing, so we kind of grew up, it was sibling rivalry and watching our parents do it, you know. Kids usually want to mimic what they see the elders doing, so it was, in our case, just a little bit more thrilling.
I understand you usually do this stunt with your wife. She's not available to do that this summer?
Right, yeah, we just had our baby daughter born on the 25th of last month, Aurora Winn, and so she was on mat leave basically, so my sister came out to perform here with me.
Now, Natalia, you're supporting him on a lot of this, and this apparatus is up at the top of this hotel. Even if this was down on the ground level, it would be death-defying, in my opinion.
Yes, it's death-defying no matter what, but it's extra spectacular when you're on top of a rooftop. And for us, the first couple of shows were a little bit difficult for us because of our peripheral vision. And, you know, because once you're down here, all you see is the rooftop. But once we're up there, like, it just, our whole horizon is broadened, and it kind of throws you off balance until you get used to that and you know it's coming.
For someone like me who's afraid of even stepping into an elevator, facing a stunt like the skyscraping sway poles atop Ripley's Moving Theater is pretty much unthinkable. Hans and Natalia are one of the few performing this act around the world.
Well, the sway poles are very tall. There are times when we work them a little bit lower, but I think one thing is getting used to the height, because we go 65 feet when we're not on top of a rooftop, so you can imagine that. So basically, also the hardest thing is climbing up there. You have to have the rhythm and the tempo and everything, despite how strong you are, for example. That's just another element. So we get to the top of them and we sway them back and forth, and takes a little time getting used to going and standing on something that's, first of all, you don't have a lot of space and it's moving around, and we stand up as well without any safety devices or anything, and we do handstands up there, so while everything's moving, there's just a lot of movement the entire time we're up there. We hang by our ankle, by our hand, and doing synchronized acrobatics, and we also swap poles. And I don't want to tell you the end because it's a surprise, because I want people to come see it.
Between shows by the Winns, street performers keep crowds entertained with juggling acts, fire breathing, and character role-playing.
I'm not thrilling them, but I'm just giving them a bit of a history lesson. And it's funny, the little kids seem to know who I am, and a lot of the adults don't.
Do some of the little kids believe you're actually Annie Taylor?
Yes, a lot of people think I am Annie Taylor, and I have to explain that I'd be, you know, over 100 years old, but I don't feel a day over 90. Honestly, I don't. So.
The Summer of Thrills was a vision of the late Jay Cochran, where he presented to the Victoria Centre BIA a thrill event for Niagara Falls all summer long, which would entail death-defying thrill acts, meaning no tether straps, no harnesses, no netting underneath. All these performances are dual performances, and they're done by the famous Winn family out of Sarasota, Florida. It's a brother and sister team that do these performances on a daily basis at 2, 4, 6, and 8 o'clock daily, Thursday through Monday, and there are no shows on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The actual event is free, and it's all summer long. It goes right to Labor Day weekend, September 7th. It's bigger and better than ever.
The Summer of Thrills continues right here on Victoria Avenue in Niagara Falls until September 7th, and remember, the performances are Thursdays through Mondays. Reporting for The Source, I'm Mike Balsom.